Have you ever imagined this? A guy is sitting front row at the Huabiao Awards 2024, China's most prestigious film ceremony, the place where every S-tier star has to bow to their seniors, where just being invited to that seat is a lifetime honor. Yet he suddenly stands up, says nothing, doesn't smile, doesn't wave, doesn't even glance at anyone, and walks straight out the back door in front of thousands of flashing cameras and tens of millions watching live on Douyin, Weibo, and Tencent Video. That's exactly what Wang Yibo did on the night of the 28th of May 2024. He was wearing a custom black Chanel suit, black sunglasses, hair slicked back cold as always. The host had just read the name of his movie Born to Fly and was about to call him up for the highest film achievement award of the year. Everyone was clapping hard. Jackie Chan, Gong Li, Zhang Yimou were all smiling at him. Then, out of nowhere, he stood up. No bow, no returning the applause. Just a 1-second nod and he walked straight out the back door. Cameras followed him for a second, then panicked and cut away because nobody knew what to do. The entire hall went dead silent. The live commentator stuttered. It seems Wang Yibo has an urgent matter. Let's continue the show. In just 24 hours, number Wang Yibo Boycott shot to Weibo Haishon, with over 800 million reads, beating every international news story that day. Fans of actor Depeng, who was sitting in the same row, posted a 2,000-character rant calling him arrogant, disrespectful to seniors, unworthy of being an idol. Close-up clips of him walking out were looped millions of times on Douyin. Lenovo, his biggest sponsor for 4 years, quietly pulled every poster with his face from their homepage and stores. His endorsement revenue evaporated by over 2 billion RMB in 3 days. Yuehua Entertainment stock dropped 3% in one session, and all of Cbiz exploded again. Wang Yibo just burned his own career. This time there's no coming back. But this wasn't the first time Wang Yibo fell into a firestorm over one cold move. Ever since 2019, every time he reaches a new peak, a bomb goes off right under him. People call it the Untamed Curse. The drama that rocketed him and Xiao Zhan to the top of Cbiz also turned them into enemies who can't share the same sky, in the eyes of millions of fans, and left scars on Wang Yibo that, even in 2025, still bleed every time he trends. This isn't just the story of a pretty boy who dances like a god and races like a champion. This is the story of how an idol can be pushed off a cliff by the very fandom that claims to love him most. How 1 second of silence can be twisted into arrogance. How a smile at the wrong moment can make an entire career shake. And how no matter how hard you try, the past always finds a way to bite you in the ass. Today, I'm taking you through the entire ride of Wang Yibo, from the 4-year-old kid called trash in Korea, to the 8-year-old king sitting on top of Cbiz power, yet still labeled the cold guy with no heart, by millions. And most importantly, the scandals nobody dares say out loud, but everyone whispers behind his back. You ready? Because this story is not for the faint of heart. This is the tale of a guy who got dragged to the edge by the fandom that loved him most, yet stood back up and became the untouchable icon of a new generation. Next part, we rewind to 2011. When Wang Yibo was just a 4-year-old kid who left home for Korea to chase dance, and got called trash because he couldn't keep up with the class. To understand why one cold move like walking out of the Huabiao Awards 2024 could make the entire Cbiz explode, why millions called Wang Yibo arrogant beyond saving, we have to go way back to 2011, when he was still a skinny 4-year-old kid from Luoyang, Henan, who didn't even speak Korean. That year, his family wasn't rich. His parents were ordinary workers, but they saw one thing: their son could dance. So they sold the only motorbike they had to send him alone to Seoul to train at Hanlim Multi-Art School, the most prestigious idol school in K-pop, the same place that trained EXO's Kai, NCT's Taeyong, Astro's Rocky, and half of Korea's best dancers. Yuehua Entertainment signed him as a trainee, promising debut in 3 to 4 years. Day 1, reality hit him like a slap in the face. The other trainees had been training since they were 5 or 6. They danced popping, locking, breaking like machines. Wang Yibo had only been dancing 4 years in a small-town Chinese studio. Technique was raw. Korean teachers called him "siragi," trash, right to his face in front of the whole class. Classmates laughed when he fell. He cried in the bathroom every night but never told his mom because he didn't want her to worry. He practiced until 4 a.m. Slept 3 hours on the practice room floor. Ate raw instant noodles to save money to send home. Once he passed out in the middle of dance class from exhaustion and hunger. But he never quit. He told himself, I have to be better than all of them. I have to prove I'm not trash. 3 years of hell passed. In 2014, at 17, he debuted with Unique Yue's first Korean Chinese boy group. Their debut album Loving You had a hit New Love that did okay in China. But the group barely promoted because of scheduling conflicts between Korea and China. His Weibo back then? Around 1 million followers, mostly K-pop crossover fans. He still had to take small MC gigs and local commercials to survive. In 2016, Unique basically went inactive. He came back to China and became a regular host on Hunan TV's Day Day Up. His first episodes, roasted alive, face like a statue, zero emotion when he talks, fake cool boy, robot with no heart. Aunties called him cheap ice prince. Fans defended, that's just his cool style. Then 2019 happened, the Untamed aired. His Lan Wangji, cold, quiet, sword dancing like a god, eyes that could kill with one look, was tailor-made for him. The drama exploded like nothing before. 9.2 on Douban, 10 billion views on Tencent. The Wang Yibo Xiao Zhan CP Bozan became the biggest BL phenomenon in Asia. His Weibo followers jumped from 1 million to over 40 million in 6 months, a speed even Xiao Zhan had to look up to. He became Chanel's youngest Asian ambassador ever. Face of Lenovo, Coty Coffee, Yanjin Food, Swarovski. His first solo concert sold out in 8 seconds. Forbes China Celebrity 100 ranked him number 1 in 2020. He was crowned the nation's cool boy, the coldest male god in Cbiz, the man the whole country wants as their boyfriend. But that very peak became the detonator for every scandal that followed. Hardcore fans built him into the perfect, emotionless, career-only, no dating, no scandal idol. Every cold move got defended as cool, but also weaponized by aunties as arrogant, heartless. And the Untamed Curse officially began. The higher he climbed, the harder the very CP that made him famous tried to pull him back down. The more the fandom that once loved him to death became the ones ready to bury him. Next part, we dive into the 227 incident, when Xiao Zhan fans reported AO3. Wang Yibo stayed dead silent, and 30 of Xiao Zhan's biggest endorsement contracts changed owners overnight, turning Wang Yibo into the thief in the eyes of millions. Next part, we dive into the biggest bomb that ever exploded between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, the 227 incident in 2020, when Xiao Zhan's fans mass reported AO3, and the whole world boycotted him, while Wang Yibo stayed dead silent. And then almost all 30 of Xiao Zhan's biggest endorsement contracts changed owners to him overnight, turning him into the thief and the guy who profited off someone else's pain, in the eyes of millions. February 2020, 227 detonated like a magnitude 1.0 earthquake. Xiao Zhan fans, led by the group Laiwan Tenjoma, organized a systematic report campaign against a 61-chapter fanfic that wrote him and Wang Yibo in a same-sex romance with feminization of Xiao Zhan. In just a few hours, reports broke every record. AO3 was permanently blocked in China. The international community went ballistic. Numbers Xiao Zhan boycott trended worldwide #on for 5 days. Dozens of luxury brands canceled contracts with Xiao Zhan. Estée Lauder, Cartier, Tod's, Olay, Keelan, Zenith, Gucci, Mercedes-Benz. Nearly 30 major brands, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Sales dropped double digits, parent company stocks crashed. Xiao Zhan stayed silent for 59 days. His career almost destroyed. And then the unthinkable happened. Almost all 30 of those contracts moved to Wang Yibo in less than a month. Chanel doubled his global campaign, upgrading him from local to global face. Lenovo signed him as worldwide ambassador instead of Xiao Zhan, a 4-year mega deal. Swarovski announced him as their first ever male global ambassador. Yanjin Food, Coty Coffee, Anta, Peacebird Men, TLG, Joe Malone, one after another revealed Wang Yibo as the new face. In 30 days, his endorsement income tripled compared to all of 2019. Weibo followers jumped another 10 million. Wang Yibo fans celebrated like it was a national holiday. Gege deserves it. This is the reward for staying silent and professional. They posted side-by-side comparisons. One gets boycotted, one reaches the top just as served. But to Xiao Zhan fans, it was the most painful stab in the back. They called Wang Yibo the thief, the traitor, the guy who profits off someone else's pain. Wang Yibo stealing contracts trended for weeks, with hundreds of millions of reads. They dug up every old moment. Same company Yuehua, and he didn't defend a single word. Co-starred in the Untamed and never even said thank you. Stayed silent to steal contracts. Wang Yibo said nothing, didn't defend Xiao Zhan, didn't thank anyone, didn't explain. Just quietly accepted the new contracts, new money, new titles. To Xiao Zhan fans, that silence was complicity. It was betrayal. From that moment, the two fandoms became mortal enemies who couldn't share the same sky. Every rumor of them appearing at the same event, even if fake, triggered war until Weibo had to lock hashtags. Even in 2025, same company Yuehua, they still never take photos together, never mention each other's names on social media, never interact with even a single like. At the Global Star Awards 2025, when both were invited, Wang Yibo sat alone at a table on the left, Xiao Zhan alone on the right, 10 meters apart, never once looking at each other. Cameras tried to pan and had to cut away because the tension was too thick. Fans call it the Untamed Curse. The drama that took them to the top also turned them into eternal enemies who can't share the same stage. But 227 was only the beginning. The scandal that truly cost Wang Yibo hundreds of millions and branded him illiterate for life came from one tiny moment in 2023. Next part, we talk about the Born to Fly press conference when Wang Yibo read the sponsor name Lenovo as iPad in front of hundreds of reporters, and how his fans attacked CCTV so hard the whole country turned against him overnight. Next part, we're talking about the tiny moment in 2023 that cost Wang Yibo hundreds of millions of RMB overnight, and had all of China calling him the illiterate idol ever since. The Born to Fly press conference. The 26th of April 2023. Wang Yibo is sitting front and center at the press conference for the 300 million RMB aerial blockbuster, Born to Fly, the movie where he plays the lead fighter pilot. Lenovo is the main sponsor. Their logo is everywhere. Giant on the backdrop, on the mics, on the cast's vests, looping on the LED wall for 2 straight hours. Time for the thank you to sponsors segment, the part every star has to read loud and clear in exchange for hundreds of millions in ad money. The MC hands him the mic. Wang Yibo looks at the paper, reads slowly, deadpan, "Thank you, iPad, for accompanying us throughout the entire filming process." The entire room goes dead silent for 3 full seconds. Reporters burst out laughing. Cameras zoom straight to his face. The MC scrambles. Lenovo. It's Lenovo, everyone. Wang Yibo just nods, gives the tiniest smile, and sits back down like nothing happened. That 8-second clip spread across Weibo, Douyin, and Bilibili like wildfire. 500 million views in 24 hours, 100 million shares. Wang Yibo reads Lenovo Ace iPad shot to Weibo Hashon and stayed there for 3 straight days. Antis lost their minds laughing. The nation's idol can't even read Lenovo. Finished high school but still illiterate. Makes billions but doesn't know his biggest sponsor's name. Cool boy or cool dumb. Fans defended like crazy. He was tired. The letters were too small. He was under pressure. It's the staff's fault for writing it wrong. The harder they defended, the harder antis attacked. The clip got edited with clown music, iPad boy text, and spread to international TikTok. Then the worst thing happened. A portion of extreme fans flooded CCTV's comment section. They cursed the state broadcaster for taking anti-money, maliciously editing to harm him. Even national TV smears idols. Thousands of toxic comments forced CCTV to disable comments and post an official statement, urging fans to behave civilly and not attack media outlets. Lenovo quietly did not renew the 4-year, nearly 200 million RMB ambassador contract with Wang Yibo. Other brands started getting cautious, reducing his face on campaigns. His endorsement revenue dropped 30% in Q2 2023 alone. Yuehua stock fell 4% that week. The illiterate label stuck like glue. Even in 2025, every time he trends for a new movie or racing championship, someone comments, "iPad boy trending again. Did Lenovo pay him or not to read it wrong?" Fans had to set up an entire clear his name from a literacy fund, posting photos of him reading books, handwriting, his college diploma, even videos of him pronouncing brand names perfectly. But the stain is still there, and every time it's brought up, Wang Yibo just stays silent, gives that tiny smile, and keeps working like nothing happened. But the illiterate scandal was nothing compared to the night he walked out of the Huabiao Awards 2024, the move that left all of Cbiz speechless and turned millions completely against him. Final part coming. The Huabiao 2024 night, the 2025 MCU audition rumors, and whether the Untamed Curse is still haunting Wang Yibo forever, or if he's finally broken free to become the untouchable icon of a new generation. And then we arrive at the fateful night of the 28th of May, 2024, the night that left all of Cbiz speechless. The Huabiao Awards, China's most prestigious film award, the place where every S-tier star has to bow to their seniors, where just being invited to sit front row is a lifetime honor. Wang Yibo was wearing a custom black Chanel suit, black sunglasses, hair slicked back cold as always. He was sitting right in the middle of Jackie Chan, Gong Li, Zhang Yimou. The host had just read the name of the movie Born to Fly and was about to award the highest film achievement of the year. Everyone was clapping hard. Then, out of nowhere, he stood up abruptly. No bow, no returning the applause, no smile. Just a 1-second nod and he walked straight out the back door. Cameras followed him, then quickly cut away because they didn't know what to do. The entire hall went dead silent. The live commentator stuttered, it seems Wang Yibo has an urgent matter. Let's continue the show." In just 24 hours, number Wang Yibo Boycott shot to Weibo has shown with over 800 million reads. Fans of Da Peng, sitting in the same row, posted a 2,000-character rant, disrespectful to seniors, arrogant, unworthy of being an artist. His endorsement revenue evaporated by over 2 billion NDT in 3 days. Lenovo pulled all posters. Yuewa stock dropped 3%. Cbiz exploded once again. Wang Yibo just burned his career for the last time. By 2025, the MCU Thunderbolts rumors with Liu Yifei brought back old fandoms. Xiao Zhan fans, don't let him steal Hollywood contracts again. Wang Yibo fans, he deserves it. The two sides fought so hard hashtags got locked. At the Global Star Awards 2025, both were invited, sitting 10 meters apart, not looking at each other once. But Wang Yibo stayed silent. Still won GT3 Zhuhai Ningbo championships. Still sold out concerts in 8 seconds. Still Chanel's youngest global ambassador. Still making money like a printing machine. He doesn't explain, doesn't clap back, doesn't smile to please. He just works. And that's the untamed curse people still talk about. The drama that took him and Xiao Zhan to the top, but also turned them into eternal enemies in the eyes of fandom. Even after 6 years, even when both are top 1-inch Cbiz, even with the same company, same events, same country, they still can't share the same stage. Wang Yibo today is 28 years old, still deadly handsome, still deadly cold, still making deadly money. But every time he smiles, people still ask, is that smile real? Every time he stays silent, people still call him arrogant. And every time he reaches a new peak, the Untamed Curse appears again, reminding him that there are scars that never heal, no matter how hard you try. Wang Yibo's story isn't about a perfect guy. This is the story of a guy who was pushed to the abyss by the very love of his fandom, but still chose silence, stood up, and kept walking. Some call that arrogance, some call that strength, but I only know one thing. In this Cbiz world full of scandals, surviving like Wang Yibo is already a miracle. Thank you for joining me through all 5 parts of one of the most dramatic journeys in Cbiz history. I hope this story makes us reflect. The love for idols, where its boundaries lie, and one day, that very love could turn around and hurt the person we love most.